Counseling is a really significant investment with time, but with money. And it's like, and a lot of people don't have the kind of resources to be able to engage in counseling.
So Grace decided to start its own, what we call our internal benevolence fund. Clinicians here would reduce their fees by a certain portion. Clients would pay a copay according to what they were able to do, and the benevolence fund would make up the difference. It's been really nice to see we've been able to help almost 60 individuals and families the past 2 years. A lot of people have been very appreciative, and I'm glad to use the service.
And so it was really fun starting the Benevolence Fund off because it was such a great vision. It really expanded us as a nonprofit and really helped us to be able to follow what our vision is to be able to have such a significant impact in our culture, our community.
I love referring clients to the Benevolence Fund when they have a need for regular, kind of weekly or bi-weekly therapy, and yet have kind of hit financial constraints that would make them unable to be able to go.
And so when patients come in for an evaluation and are aware that we have funds to assist them, it's a huge relief to them because it takes a lot of courage to come in the first place. And then when they find out that the financial aspect of paying for therapy they can have assistance in managing that, it allows them some freedom to really consider doing some really good work.
The impact that I've seen in having the Benevolence Fund as a resource for clients has been huge. I can think of a client specifically who I've really loved working with who has made tremendous strides in our work together. We were able to do extensive work around safety planning and more than that, ego strength building, which is a slow and tedious process. Her growth and transformation would not have been possible without having the Benevolence Fund as an option for her.
2 people come to mind. One lost his job, and another had a really significant family medical thing where tons of bills came, and he pretty much came to me, I can't do this. Because of benevolence, he was able to continue through. And so was the other person after they had lost their jobs. To where we didn't have to break continuity was a really cool thing to really keep people in the process of getting the therapy that they need.
And it's really fun for me to hear the testimonials that come back, both from clients but also from the clinicians, talking about the growth that has occurred and the progress that's been made for services that otherwise wouldn't have been accessible.
The coolest part for me is seeing somebody who comes into my office and sits down and is just crippled by mental health concerns, whether it's anxiety or depression. They have assistance to do the good work that they need to do, and then they flourish. And so when I see patients getting the Benevolence Fund, I see it not only as an investment in the patient, but an investment in everybody's life that patient will come across and make better as a result of them being better.
I just can't speak highly enough for how well Grace tries to love and support this community.
So that's the heart behind the Internal Benevolence Fund, to help hurting people. That's really what we're about, and our objective is to help more people whenever we can. And of course there are financial limitations for some individuals and families. So this fund allows us to work with people who otherwise may not be able to get the services.